Hey guys, what's up, nerds? I've been hearing a lot of stuff in the news, and I just kind of wanted to get some stuff off my chest about Donald Trump. And first off, before I really start, I want to just kind of give a shout out to our commander in chief, our leader, our president, Donald Trump. Go fuck yourself. I have never liked Donald Trump. I've always thought that he was a complete and total moron. It always seemed to me like he was more than a little bit like Biff Tannen from Back to the Future. And I always hated Biff Tannen from Back to the Future. I kind of feel like we're living in like some kind of horrible dystopian alternate 1985 where Biff Tannen got elected president of the United States. And that's just the world we live in now. Only that's reality. We can't change that by going back in time in a DeLorean. So, yeah. It's depressing when you think of it like that. Now, I had planned to kind of like reboot my channel and, start doing like practicing monologues and things like that. Letting people comment on them, see which characters they like, which characters they don't. But I have just been hearing too much about Donald Trump instructing our federal government to kidnap children from refugees. And apparently there's way too many people who are okay with this. It's not okay to kidnap children from their parents, especially when they're fleeing hardships and hoping to start a new life here. Now, I understand if you're wanting to crack down on immigration, but you do understand there is a difference between immigration and refugees, right? Refugees are fleeing persecution. Immigrants are just trying to move here. Immigrants maybe wanted a little bit better job and a little bit better pay raise. Refugees are running away from people who want to cut their heads off with machetes. And you're stealing these people's children. That's not okay. It's not ever going to be okay. And there's really nothing you can do to cover it up. The weirdest thing that you're trying to do is blame it on the Democrats when the Democrats don't hold controlling votes in any of our political parties right now. So, in all honesty, how stupid do you think we are, Mr. President? I guarantee you that right now you are the dumbest person in this country. And I know you've amassed a huge fortune by committing tax evasion for decades and, receiving bribes from places like China in order to, further their political agendas in our political arenas, which I had thought was illegal, but apparently it's fine now because, nope, there's something in the Constitution that says that's not okay. It would have been nice if before you had applied to the job of President of the United States of America, that you had maybe read up on some of the source materials that you would need to be able to be familiar with. Maybe just brush up. Or, audit a 6th grade social studies class. You obviously you're a grown man. I assume you took the class a long time ago, back when they still use stone tablets for homework. But, maybe just kind of brush up a little bit, remind yourself about, the Declaration of Independence and, the Bill of Rights, some of that stuff, maybe just a little bit, before you started running for President of the United States, and by extension running our country into the ground, which, America's been in trouble for a long time. It really has been. The biggest problem with our country is that we, the people, have been lied to for so long, we believe the lies. That's true. They started it, as far as I can tell, back in the 30s, and they really just haven't let up. And it's just been one spin after another. Just spin, 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 spin. Well, you know, that's not necessarily true. If you look at it from this point of view, then we can prove that you're completely false. Yeah, it's not okay. It's not okay. And I didn't know how much worse Donald Trump would actually make things, but he's making things a lot worse. I like how he can actively sabotage everything that he touches. Like not accidentally, actively sabotage it. And people will still defend him, talking about what a genius he is. He's got a lot of money. That's true. He does a lot of real estate deals. That's true. He's built up his brand around success. That's true. But it's all smoke and mirrors. He's done a lot of real estate deals with criminals the world over so that he can launder money for them, probably with the help of Cohen, who is now going to jail for that. And he's made a lot of money by helping criminals launder money and by committing tax evasion, more than likely. And I'm pretty sure that Cohen has evidence of that. You'd think that his personal fixer would probably have a few notes about how he suggested to Trump that he, shell his companies around like this and hide assets, etc., etc. I really like when people say, well, Trump can't show his tax returns because he doesn't want the secret of how he saves so much money on his taxes to get out. Yeah, he saves money on his taxes because of tax evasion. Yeah. But I don't want this video to be real long, so I'll wrap it up by saying this. There's a way to fix our country. There really is. But not with anybody who's in Congress or the White House or any of that right now. Those people all have to go, especially the corporate representatives that are now making policy for the corporations that they used to represent. Like Ajit Pai, who I'm pretty sure AT&T bribed Michael Cohen to get Donald Trump to appoint him to the FCC. Yeah, that's probably exactly what happened. All these people have to go. And quite honestly, I am shocked, absolutely shocked, that Donald Trump has not been impeached yet. I mean, seriously, what are you guys waiting for? Seriously, what are you waiting for? I mean, do you want us to let you know that you should impeach him because you guys are the ones with the evidence? I mean, he's actively working against American interests for the sake of China, who isn't necessarily an ally. They're more adversarial, really, when you think about it, because they're in competition with us. And I mean, even this tariff thing that he started, it's helping China and Russia because they're not passing any tariffs. The day that Vladimir Putin heard that Trump was going to pass a bunch of tariffs, especially against his own allies, he went, well, that is just fucking great. He's seriously doing this? Oh my God. Oh my God. We are going to make so much money off of Donald Trump. He really was just the greatest investment. I'm really glad. I'm really glad that we put all this money and work into him. He's been a great friend. Someone get him some prostitutes to pee on each other. Just a celebration. A urine celebration. But anyway, if we want to fix the country, we have to get everybody who is, we have to basically just vote out everybody who's leading the country right now, because they're all fucking morons. Every one of them. Hypocrites and idiots. And then we have to pass a lot of laws making it illegal to bribe the people who run the country. I know. You'd think there's something like that in place, but apparently the Supreme Court ruled that it's okay to bribe politicians as long as you call it a donation. Yeah, nobody abuses that. But the biggest thing we really need to do is we need to centralize all donations and make it equally available to both parties after we strip both parties. Because Democrats and Republicans both have to go. Because neither one stands for anything anymore other than their own pocketbooks or increasing their own power. And I think democracy is failing right now, especially in America. Because I don't think the system works. Do you? I mean, we have a president who kidnaps babies. Kidnaps babies from mothers who are fleeing oppression. That's our president. Yeah. That's our president. President Donald Trump. The kidnap president. The rapist president. The sexual assault president. The traitor president. Those both have pretty good readings to them. So, yeah, I actually kind of want to start some things trending on Twitter right now. The first one, and I don't have production software. I'm recording this on my phone. But the first one is hashtag fuck you, Donald Trump. Yeah, just hashtag fuck you, Donald Trump. The second one is hashtag impeach him already. And the third one is hashtag traitor president. I think those are good to start off with. Yeah. So let's have some fun, guys. At least, you know, before Donald Trump burns the country down around us. And hopefully my next video will actually be something a little bit more fun. Every time I see a news bit about Donald Trump kidnapping little kids from families who are fleeing persecution, it triggers me, because quite honestly, if someone came for my kids, I would send them back to where they came from in boxes. And not big boxes, like small boxes, you know, pieces. Because my kids are my universe. Anyway, I hope you didn't like the video, because quite honestly, this is something that's horrible to even have to talk about. The fact that the President of the United States encourages kidnapping from refugees is just completely awful. The fact that he's a traitor against his own country is also completely awful. The fact that they haven't impeached him yet is, once again, completely awful. And anyway, yeah, I'm not going to do that stuff about like and subscribe. If you like it, like it. If you don't, don't. If you subscribe, great. Hopefully the next one will be more fun. Peace.